So I made a video about 6 months ago about the launch of both Overwatch 2 and Modern Warfare 2, expressing some positives and negatives of both of the games. Specifically for Overwatch 2, I praised things like the gameplay and judged stuff like the monetization, but overall I was willing to be a bit more charitable because of the expectation of PvE and the campaign mode and new missions that were going to drop. And now none of that exists. So now PvE was promised in the Overwatch 2 trailer from 2019, which feels like forever ago. Along with that trailer, they revealed mechanics such as talent trees and PvE progression and missions and repeatable gameplay. That's the thing I was most interested in, is repeatable gameplay, a reason to play it over and over and try different builds of characters. I love that shit. I love roguelites, I love RPG shooters like looter shooters and shit like that. I thought that would have been fucking sick, because beforehand PvE missions, they're definitely neat and fun to play through once or twice. Anything more than that, it's very repetitive. And as of a week ago, they announced that they will not be delivering on these much wanted PvE features, which of course is fucking insane. Like, this is insane. Without this shit, Overwatch 2 is literally just a scam update to Overwatch 1. Like, there's no other way to look at it. The reason why Overwatch 1 got put on pause for so long, not receiving any new heroes and maps for in an actual eternity, is because they were making Overwatch 2. Looking back at it, you know, what we got was new heroes, a new mode, a switch to the 5v5 format, which is a give or take. Some people like it, some people don't. And the horrible addition of the shop and battle pass system. Once again, Blizzard has shown that they are insanely incompetent. They only want to appeal to their shareholders and investors. They don't give a fuck about their actual fan base. It's pretty blatant at this point. I'm kind of conflicted because I think there's some discussion to be had about an expectation of games and my personal relationship with like modern live service kind of titles. I'll probably get into that in a bit, just give me a second. I still like Overwatch a lot. It's one of my, you know, there ain't that many hero based shooters. And there's not really many games like it that are as fun as Overwatch, you know. So there's TF2, which Overwatch definitely took a lot of inspiration from. I still think TF2 is one of the GOATs, but it's kind of hard to evaluate because I don't expect any more content for TF2 at this point. I want an actual like new VAC system by Valve, because the game just runs rampant with hackers on the official servers for what feels like actual years now. Balance to me, I don't know, it's fucking TF2. It's a silly ass like 12v12 shooter. It's still one of the GOATs, one of my kings. It essentially serves as a loot box simulator at this point. Like, all I do is add loot boxes. What I've been thinking about a lot recently, you know, I really enjoy multiplayer titles, and over the last like 5 or 6 years, there has been a shift in the gaming industry to go live service, which essentially means they update and fill the game with content until the eventual death of the servers. Now, obviously, unless you're playing the ones at the top, there's no point of spending money or investing time into games like Rumbleverse, Knockout City. There's been so many, whatever the fuck that Ubisoft one, there's been so many of these attempts at a live service unicorn that these games just fucking die off. I can't lie, I do enjoy indie bangers. I have a bunch of single player franchises that I love so dearly to my heart. I also spend a lot of time playing multiplayer games with my friends or just on my own. For multiplayer games, that constant, you know, addition of content is something I like that slop, okay? I've been thinking a lot about my expectations of live service games, because, you know, with Overwatch and other franchises that I love, I want content to be added forever. Like, literally, I just want heroes and maps and heroes and maps because I just like the game. I wanted PvE, and now that's not happening. Or we're still getting PvE, but it's a severely gutted version of it. At what point does it stop? You know, like, I started playing Valorant. They're adding like 3 heroes a year. At what point is there gonna be like 800 heroes? And like, are this gonna, how do you balance that at that point? A lot of this shit seems unsustainable to me. But obviously if they're gonna keep printing money off of it through their in-game shops, they're gonna keep updating the game. But with Overwatch, Blizzard has been bleeding a lot of their talent over the last few years, and it's become increasingly obvious that they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and after shedding all of their probably really important talent, they couldn't keep up with their vision for PvE, which is incredibly painful. As a fan of this franchise, I was really looking forward to that, and now it just does not exist in its form that we saw back in the playtests and the trailer of 2019. I think I definitely have somewhat of a toxic relationship with modern live service titles. I usually have, and right now I have a couple multiplayer titles in my rotation, like Fortnite, Valorant, and Overwatch. I like having a variety of games to play, and sometimes just loading onto a multiplayer game like Valorant or Overwatch is fun. The thing is, so many things surrounding live service is just so ass. You know, I'm the kind of person, I like chasing the carrot. I like having cool, funny skins in games. Sometimes I'll even buy a bundle or two. Especially in Valorant and Fortnite. I don't know if I'd call myself a fucking whale or something, but you know, I'm glad when I played CSGO when I was younger, I didn't turn into a crippling gambling addict. But like, how does Valve get away with that shit still? That is insane to me. It's like becomes 60% of the Counter-Strike and TF2 culture is like expensive items, and it's just disgusting. I hate it. It's like one of my most hated parts of TF2. That was a weird sidetrack, but I don't know anymore, dude. I'm not making this fucking video anymore. In the modern stage of gaming, we have an increased focus of titles becoming free to play, but having pretty heavy monetization with battle passes or in-game shops. Or, you know, being a $70 title and having battle passes like Call of Duty, which is fucking insane. And with that shift, I have to say, sometimes it's implemented really well, like Fortnite. Most, if not all, of the battle passes of Fortnite's lifetime have been really easy to level up and offer really good rewards. I can't dick ride Fortnite's battle pass enough. You still do have to play, but it's insanely easy to level up, and they give you a lot of shit. That's the S tier battle pass. Recent few years, I've come to the realization that I've just been programmed to enjoy like battle passes and shit. It's not healthy. It's not sustainable for me. I have a full-time job now. I've come to the realization that I can't fucking grind out the battle passes for games that I used to be able to, because sometimes I just want to play other shit. You know, I don't want to log on to like 4 different games and do the dailies and shit like that. So, you know, I realized that I kind of have a toxic relationship with a lot of the games I enjoy. I don't mind spending money on cosmetics and stuff like that here and there, especially if I like the game and I'm playing it a lot. The idea of a battle pass is player retention, but if all the games I like have a fucking battle pass, you know, I'm spread too thin over like a limited playtime. But at the same time, you know, I'm a fucking sheep. I like the carrot, dude. Like, I like getting rewards and shit. I know that's so like, I don't know, because I know it's like, oh man, I really should just play games because I like them. But you know, having that carrot is like also incentive for me. Like, I don't know why am I like this, dude? Also, at the same time, like, I'm going to play Diablo 4. E3 was one of my favorite games growing up. I played the beta, it was really fun. I already know there's gonna be some bullshit with that game at launch. Or, like, in a 6-month time frame, there's gonna be some bullshit. It's fucking Blizzard, dude. You know, it's not gonna change unless it stops generating billions of dollars for them. Which, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Because if I feel that way and I'm conflicted on it, there's a bunch of people who will, you know, not go that far. There's casual gamers who only play Call of Duty on Xbox or whatever. You know, this video was unscripted, and I've had a lot of difficulty kind of forming my mind around it. But yeah, I hope this video was coherent and enjoyable in any way possible. If you like my content, please share it, like, and subscribe, and also leave a funny comment. And have a great day. See ya.